All right, guys, what's going on? As you're looking at the title of this show, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's happening here?
Ooh,
What is this Ladybirds of AFN? What does that mean? Hmm. Interesting kind of turn of the events here on a day like today. So, before everybody get to, get into, I already know y'all revved up in the comments. We're going to introduce ourselves. I think we're waiting on one more lady. We actually have a total of, what, six?
yes.
Six women, y'all, a part of the AFN team officially. You already know it was always me, the first lady of AFN. But guess what? It's a lot more ladies out here. Asia, if you want to jump on, come on, love. If you got time, the link is in our group chat. Come on with us. We're getting ready to talk about it. Um, but let's go ahead and do it. Let me take this banner off real quick so we can see names here. But y'all already know. Y'all know who I am. I am Ms Maggie T, as you know. And it's going to be fairly interesting conversation we're about to have here. Y'all know me. Then we got one more person jumping on. Come on, Miss Asia. Let's get on here, girl.
Ah,
Asia. So
Hi.
I'm Miss Maggie T, and to my immediate right, I hear some background there, Miss Asia.
Oh yeah, that's my friend. I'm sorry.
Okay, friend, you're
hi,
gonna have to cut it
friend.
down. Tone it
I'm
down, friend.
sorry.
All right, and right next to me, who do we have over here? This lovely lady.
You have Miss Whitney J from the A, who's always gonna slay for her birds. Yes, I am excited to be a part of this lovely group of thick skin and thick thighs women who support their
Ooh,
ATL
girl, I'm
Falcons.
talking
I am
about girl.
excited.
You just don't know this combination of women. Y'all really not gonna know what's finna hit you because y'all already know who I am. But there's some other ladies that is just as passionate about these birds, like me. So if you've been to the meet and greets and you'll met me, don't come to some of my events, don't caught me in tailgate and all that kind of stuff. My introduction is done. All right. So we got Miss Whit J. Hey, Miss Lady. And guess what? Underneath, y'all already know this name. Of course, you know both of them. Honestly, you've been seeing them in the chat. Go ahead, introduce yourself, Missy.
Oh, okay. My name is Asia. I've been a Falcons fan since 2014, so I've seen it
Okay.
all. I've seen the upsets. I've seen our rises, our falls, but I'm huge with football. So my emotions get the best of me when it comes to sports, especially with the Falcons.
Oh yeah.
And what I found out today, I have mixed emotions about the hire. I'm not mad, but I'm not happy. It's in the middle for me.
Okay. Okay. And we're gonna really get into it. But before we really get deep into this conversation, we're gonna give a shout out to everybody that is in chat. So I'm just going to do a couple of shout outs to the fans that's jumping in. Please share this out. We want to hear your opinions. I already know y'all finally hearing the news. You're getting off of work. You're tuning on 98 and all of them. And it's like, what is going on? But Georgia, Texas, boy, how you doing, ATL family? AFN, Jay, what's going on? Engine, number 9, Dirty Bird Dixon. Appreciate you coming on and everything. Reggie, hey Maggie, hey. What's good, ladies? And well, just ladies right now, because we are the Ladybirds of AFM. Gambrit Monk, we got Derek Marcus, Make It Prime. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Appreciate you, Terry, as well as Christy Lewis. Okay, got a little lady in the audience. Okay. Danielle, Berry Sports Highlights. Okay. I am Jamel. Hey, ladies, A131 Sauce. Quay. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm going to wait and see how I think about him when the season starts. And we already mentioned, I think we said make it prime. So With that, welcome, welcome, welcome. Put some red and blacks in the chat. This is not the official show for Lady Birds of AFN, but we honestly couldn't wait. We couldn't wait. We had to get in on this conversation, get in where we felt about it, because look, us ladies right here, we go hard in the paint for this team. Like Asia said, look, lifelong fan for me. I was watching the Falcons. Well, technically, I was watching football, especially around the time when, it was the Cowboys and all that kind of, they America's team. I was sitting in the living room with my dad, watching football games and Super Bowls, and I just felt a love for football. I mean, all sports for me. I love all Georgia teams. So for me, I've really been through the ups and downs of this Falcons organization. I might not be as old as some people in this, in this chat or whatever, but I'm telling you, I was going through the Chris Chandlers, all of that. I was there for all of that, people. So I'm a little bit more seasoned. So I'm definitely ready to get in on this conversation. So let's get to it. And then we'll highlight some of these comments from the fans and everything else. But you're here to listen. Okay. All right, Panthers fan. I see you, Coach Unchained. How y'all doing? But all right, Asia, I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it. So, just go ahead. Go ahead. Let it out, girl. Let us know how you feel about this hire.
First, I'm just gonna say this straight up. I don't want to be negative, but I think Rich McKay's an idiot. I'm sorry, but Arthur Blank and Rich McKay might as well date, because it seemed like Arthur Blank listens to what Rich McKay says. I knew it was too good to be true. We've been waiting for a whole month to figure out who our head coach was going to be. I'm thinking Bill Belichick. Okay, we got this. We have a hard schedule this year. I thought Bill Belichick was going to turn his team around and he was going to bring his staff. What do? We do a pancake flip. We bring someone back who we got rid of, who we went 0-6 with the last few games of the season back in 2020. That's what I don't understand. And me, I know, like, being a female watching football, I know our opinions may be different than males, but I've been watching football since I've been in high school. I'm in my last year of college, and I still got to deal with this. I still got to go through the Falcons. I don't know. It's like every time I feel like we got something going for ourselves in the beginning of the season, I'm like, okay, we're doing good. It's always these last minute mistakes. Our team, I don't know if y'all noticed during the season, it's always the same play calling. It's always the same result. Why are you throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage? Why are you, whenever it comes to screenplays, why aren't you throwing straight? Why are you throwing the ball to people to the side, and then you don't have good blockers? Our offensive linemen they're big, but they're not like Panthers offensive linemen big. So if Arthur Forrest Gump Smith, even though he's not a coach anymore, if you're gonna come up with play calls, you gotta make it make sense. When you're 3rd and 3, why would you throw it? You got 3 good running backs, and you waste it on throwing the ball to Lord knows who. You throw it to Van Jefferson, and he can't even catch a freaking ball. I was gonna cuss, but I don't want to cuss.
Hey Pam, I think you kind of you setting up right now.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna let you get situated. Mute yourself until you can kind of get situated, and when you're ready, gotta get your system together, because we can hear like a little scratching and stuff. But hey, y'all, this impromptu, so we just jumping on because we feel like talking. But hey, Asia, then I'm gonna let Whitney go, and then of course let Pam get situated and kind of tell us how she feels as well. So go ahead, Asia.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Raheem Morris a chance. I haven't seen how he played how he coached all season, because he was our interim. So as far as this season coming along, they're gonna make me nervous. I don't want to pull my hair out again, because we're already dealing with three other good teams in our division. Panthers done took Bucks offensive coordinator and hired him as head coach. Then you got the Aints with their good staff.
Well, that situation that's questionable over there, though. I don't even,
The Aints,
that right there. I was like, okay. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna say this, Asia. I feel like it really was the Falcons' time to get up in there in that first. If we just played our cards right, I honestly felt like this league was the weakest. So it was any man's ball game. So I don't even give nobody the props, honestly. The Buccaneers got out there and showed their ass like they normally do. So it really was our divisions for the taking. We didn't do what we needed to do. But let's go ahead and get to Whitney. Let me tell me, how do you feel?
I am actually excited. I am excited. We got Raheem Morris again. He is a leader. The coaches
I'm gonna help.
are a
Hold
lot of.
on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think it's Pam. Pam, you might want to check your audio. I think you're having some issues.
Audio, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if
A
you're on some
lot.
headphones or anything like that.
You got it. Again, people, this is our first one together. We're excited. We got mixed emotions here when it comes to this hire. But me here personally, I've heard a lot of good things. A lot of coaches, especially those from the Rams organization, are praising him, saying that he deserved this opportunity. There are a lot of players, Grady Jarrett, Kyle Pitts, are saying like they are
Yeah. Kyle Pitts have signed off on that. Mm-hmm.
However, what I will say, I think a lot of people were either betting on the Bill Belichick, or they wanted Jim Harbaugh because he just coming off a win with Michigan, which, of course, as a UGA fan, I have a lot of friends, shout out to UGA, who graduated, who are alumni. I did support them and feel like they should have had a back-to-back. However, he is a national champion of of college football. He got his job with the Chargers. People wanted those hot new names, and people keep bringing up his tenure in Tampa Bay. Let's go back to that Tampa Bay team. First and foremost, that team had been torn into shreds because their front office had literally given him bare bones when everybody remember Chucky and how people were so surprised that the Tampa Bay Bucks came away with their first championship run. That team was bare. And he was a young coordinator who just became a head coach. He was 32 years old. People, that's been 15 years ago. He's been an offensive coordinator, helping with offenses. He's been a defensive coordinator. He came here, and everybody loved to bring up his 4-7 record here with the Falcons. But you forget Dan Quinn went 0-5, and you forget he is going off of what that coach had his team look like. So again, you're working off the scheme they have been practicing all through OTAs, all through the summer, all through training camp.
Yeah.
You can't switch up in the middle or even a good into the season. I would say because you wouldn't towards the middle. So I mean, the players were playing for him, and honestly, I feel like he should have got the job 3 years ago. People want, Bill Belichick was going to come in and do this. Bill couldn't even win without Tom. That was before Tom and after Tom. I should call that.
That was a mixed fan base. I feel like even if Belichick did come over here, it would still be some fans in their feelings about it. Because they was like, "What did you do for me lately?" That's how everybody feels.
I call his time PTB and ATB, and both of them motherfuckers sucked. And again, he can't give you nothing of that. I didn't want his old behind here. It is what it is. So Raheem Morris knows that front office. He has his war rooms of being a coordinator, going to the Super Bowl and losing, and then getting 2 Super Bowl rings. Why are people complaining? I thought you want a winner. It may not be It may not be Bill, but he has 2 Super Bowl rings, 2 more than what we have as an organization. And he's a
Okay.
black man. Like, get on the
Mhm.
program. Give this man a chance. I know we're hungry for a win, but god damn it, practice some patience.
Well,
Oh
let's
yeah.
go ahead. Speaking of patient, Pam, I know you was in here trying to get yourself situations. You good, love? If you want to go ahead and, give how you feel. I know you kind of getting the news and didn't get a chance to jump on earlier when we got on, but I really want to hear your opinion about this as well.
These comments are killing me.
Hmm?
These comments are killing me. People in the comments are too funny.
Pam, you there? Unmute yourself. Unless she's not ready. I'm gonna let her get a moment. She might be trying to get her situation together. But I guess I'll say my piece on, and then we'll go into some what the fans are saying and everything else. Right now, I honestly wasn't. I mean, I'm not surprised. I did say this on I forgot what show I jumped on not too long ago. I said, don't be surprised at the decision the Atlanta Falcons made. It's not going to be that decision you thought they were going to make. I'm going to say that. I felt when, honestly, as far as the Belichick situation, even though there was rumors that he didn't want to, have any type of, dealings, but just coach. Come on now. That's a veteran in the game. You're telling me somebody that's used to something, having this and having that, taking up, getting control of the draft and all that kind of stuff. And of course, he done made some questionable decisions in his past few years. I don't think him and Rich McKay could get along, even though they were saying, oh, Terry and everybody was in there. Nope. Rich was like, nope, you're not coming in here, Bill. Can't do it. And then you also got to look at it. Nobody else was actually interested in Bill. So has his time, fallen in NFL at this point? Because, for this to be the quote unquote biggest name out there, did people want to take a gamble at somebody that's probably not going to stay long term just to win now? But you see, what happens is we've been doing this. We've been getting rid of coaching staff, offensive coordinators. We didn't even have a fucking head coach, coach. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tired of the revolving doors at this point. Not saying that Raheem Morris is the man for the job, but I felt like when Jim was like, nah, I'm good. I'm recounseling my second interview with y'all. I think I'm good on the Chargers. It was like, oh man, now we got to panic. And it was one of those, hey, big head, what have you, what's going on, man? Hey. We got to hurry up now because we don't drop the ball twice. So, but my thing is, over all the candidates was out there, you go with Raheem Morris? Is that the fan favorite because the Falcons
That was a
know him?
curveball.
There you go. It was a curveball. There you go, Pam. So
Exactly.
I'm of course I'm happy. It's like for the first time, black GM, black head coach, black, beautiful. It's beautiful. So I applaud it. If this turns out to be the situation that we needed, but it really was going to make me a bit more sold on this situation is who they bring in next, as far as because they got rid of one of my guys. I was rooting for.
Ryan Nielsen?
Yes.
Yeah.
When that I was like, well, when they did that, that was like, oh shit, Belichick's coming up in here. But of course, we got another person defensive, but he actually has experience on both sides of the ball. So that kind of, and then when he came in as interim, he came into a fucked up situation. And he actually, the defense was looking all right though. So, but I'm tired of. Okay, I'm gonna let Pam go ahead. Go ahead, because I'll keep going. So go ahead, Pam.
I'm speechless right now, I can say. But Coach Unchained from his show did say they were gonna throw a curveball, and that was the curveball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And looking back, with Tampa Bay, his record was 17-31, and he had one winning season. No playoff appearance. So I'm expecting him to do a lot more, and I'm expecting. I'm anxious to see who he's going to hire on the offensive side of the
Mm-hmm.
game and the
Yeah.
defensive
Mm-hmm.
side. And I mean, this team gonna need to work very cohesively. So hopefully, hopefully he'll have a plan. Evidently, he highlighted the plan to the front office is the
Yeah.
reason we hired him. You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
so we just gotta wait and see what is his plan.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that whatever his pitch was, I know I mean, honestly, I can say we have a growing team. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We do have some good pieces in there that I'm sure will remain. We're just a couple of pieces off, and we're gonna get into that. What do you think we need to bring in as far as getting this team where it needs to be? But I feel like we just do need that coach that will go ahead and get this locker room back in order and
We need a
bring back
quarterback
that
coach.
competition. And because, like
Yeah.
CP, that was speaking out saying, "Hey, coach, I'm
Mhm.
here." You know,
Right.
there was some
Hmm.
controversy with that where some of these players was like, hey, when you gonna use me, dog?
Yeah.
And I felt it was unfortunate for CP. And I know a lot of people was questioning when Bijan actually got drafted because we were
Mm-hmm.
like,
Right.
we already got a two-headed monster. What are we doing here? Until
Exactly.
we saw that magic that Bijan had. But the thing is that I'm actually think there's a few key points. First and foremost, the quarterback has to be addressed. Now,
Yes.
I have my
Mm-hmm.
own
Yes.
feelings, and a lot of people in the audience may not like this. I have my
Uh-oh.
own feelings when it comes to Desmond Ritter and him not having an appropriate OC that could be
Mm-hmm.
able
Yes.
to train him and
Hmm.
mold
Mm-hmm.
him, and most certainly not having a QB coach. However, there
Exactly.
needs to be a good play caller. Also, there
Yes.
needs to be a
Mhm.
hell of a OC. That we see that football is not going towards the old school traditional in the pocket quarterback. They are looking for
Mhm.
somebody explosive. They want Lamar Jackson. They want, let's take it
Mm-hmm.
back old school, a Donovan
Mhm.
McNabb, a Michael Vick. They want
Ooh.
somebody who can run a RPO, a run pass play, or a RPO. So they want somebody who can bring that excitement as a quarterback, who has legs, who has an arm, that can make decisive decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But
I think
but
she cut out.
she dropped off, and I'm a
Yeah.
kind of peep in what she was saying right real quick when she getting back on.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh,
but
he
is
needs to
that
sit on a
running
veteran bench.
quarterback? It is like the Michael Vicks.
Hmm.
Is that
Yeah.
running is that is that what we need for this team right now? I'm gonna add to what you say, Whitney. I felt like Ritter, of course, everybody's saying he's trash and everything else.
Hmm.
I mean, of course, he had a whole year to do it this year, but I felt
Hmm.
like coming into it, the way that he came into it, he really did have an unfair advantage. Especially when we getting down to the nitty gritty of really what happened.
Agree.
He didn't
Yes.
have the proper, he didn't have that veteran man right behind him.
Hmm.
Marietta,
Critter,
Not
he
Critter
he
Marietta.
Marietta.
he tucked his tail in and ran, and now he
Hmm.
going on somebody's team to be a backup.
I'm
All
about
that,
to say a Mary Dipper, a
yeah.
Mary Room
So
track
Hmm.
star.
you wasn't
Hmm.
even, you thought you had the job, baby, but you didn't. You don't come in here
Mhm.
and think that just that's gonna be your job. No, you got to work your way.
Hmm.
And so with this struggling offense, the juggles of the quarterback situation, it was extremely embarrassing. It
Yeah,
was.
it was a
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
bad situation, and
Hmm.
unfortunately, that has whether Desmond. I feel like if Desmond even is going to be a backup, he needs to get in the lab. He needs to get
Yes.
a mentor or something. He needs to prove himself. But
Mm-hmm.
past all that, we need a veteran quarterback. I do not personally want to go get a rookie out of the draft until we get so, and
Mhm.
we need a veteran quarterback. We need somebody who can be able to train. I mean, Hell, we
Somebody
just
can
need
teach
somebody
him.
who can come in and be able to put some moves on. We can start planning for
Yeah.
the future. And yes, a lot of people are looking into this draft because of the quarterback mix. But just like what y'all saw with Bryce Young, just because they're hot in college, they can get up under a fucking coach and look like they
Mhm.
are floating in the motherfucking toilet, getting ready to be
Mm-hmm.
flushed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
So
what I'm
that
saying.
shit
Yeah.
has to be figured out. But we got to figure out an edge rusher. That's definitely something that needs to be
Yes. We
addressed.
need sacks. We need sacks because
We need
our
sacks. We have a good foundation for the defense. So I hope a lot of
mhm.
players do not leave because Ryan Nielsen is now heading to the Jaguars, which I appreciate him. The defense was really good. I hate that injuries kind of marred what could have
Mhm.
been, but I want all of them to come back, especially because they say that a lot of the players actually all over the league have so much respect for Raheem Morris. So maybe the Calais, Alumada, and
Calais
a few of
Campbell.
those players will
Yeah.
want to re-sign and play for him. I
Mm-hmm.
just want to see how this
Yeah.
staff looks.
And we apologize, y'all. We got a little feedback in the background. I don't know. Somebody got like a little echo or something going on in the background. So just
Oh.
bear with
Oh.
us. You know, this is just a promptu show. So we'll apologize for that. But let's get to some of these comments. And then I know Asia wanted to kind of jump in and say some things though. Let's kind of, because y'all in here hot right about now. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see Andrew G said Arthur Blank is an idiot. Running Home Depot and a football team are two different things. Yeah, and Raheem got 2 rings, Bucks and Rams. I don't see why people are hating. They say, "Hey, Auntie Pam." Yeah, I think Brady had a few options, but they weren't breaking down his door for him to quarterback for them. Okay. Um,
Uh-huh.
there's an article that's saying Belichick turned down the Eagles and Cowboys. Okay, and let's
The
see.
Cowboys job went even up. Stop it.
Yeah. Our last Super
Oh
Bowl
man.
winning DC turned head coach took us to the Super Bowl. Perhaps Raheem will too. So there's some
Mm-hmm.
positivity out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's keep going. Falcons gonna Falcon. We're being mediocre. It's our thing.
They make
Let's
a really
see.
good point. Reggie
Yeah, and it
makes a
said
really good point there.
the and it said defense is solid, especially now. That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Especially secondary. Running back core is great. Your play calling was trash.
Yes. Our
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I
linebackers
can
are
agree to
actually
that one.
really improved. Yeah.
London is great. You just need a number two. So we're gonna go ahead and get a little bit more talk
Yep.
in, and then we'll get to some more comments in a minute, y'all. Go ahead, Asia. Asia. I know you had some things to say.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna start addressing Desmond Ritter. I know we talked about him a little bit.
I'm good.
I think what the problem is, you guys remember how
Uh,
last year, like
Hey, Pam.
2022 season,
I think you're
um,
you're you got the feedback, Pam.
can't hear
I
you.
think, yeah.
Let me mute her real quick. Let me get her
Yeah.
situated in the back.
That's why. Yeah. Try talking. Hello?
Oh,
Hey, Pam, you got a little feedback. I had to mute you for a moment.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Miss Pam.
Okay, it's Pam. Pam, you want to
um,
Yeah.
meet me in another room real quick? Y'all go ahead, ladies, and keep talking. Pam, I'm gonna
Okay.
send
Okay.
you another link, and let's meet in the back real
Okay.
quick. Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna hop off of here. Y'all go ahead and keep talking, ladies.
Oh, no
okay,
problem. We got it.
yeah.
So
Okay.
definitely go ahead.
I'm gonna say, Whitney, you probably remember 2022 season. Yeah, I feel like when we started off with Marcus Mariota, I feel like, see, that was that time where I feel like when we put in Desmond Ritter near the end of the season, I noticed that he did decent, but for some reason this year, once we brought in Taylor Heineke, was it Taylor? Yeah, Taylor
Taylor
Heineke.
Heineke, yes.
Yeah, I noticed the difference between him and Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter is still young. That boy, he's 2 years older than me. He's still young. So that's why I was like, they need to give him some time. Yeah, the turnovers kill me. That literally kills me. And what he needs is a foundation. He needs somebody young or somebody who's experienced that can teach him and show him what actual, like, because he's stuck on college football. and we drafted him, I think, third or fourth round in the 2022 season. I think it was 2022 or 2021. I can't remember.
2022. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So the difference between him and Taylor Heineke, he's more experienced because he's been in the league for a minute. Desmond Ritter, what he needs to fix is he needs to fix the play action, run pass action, like stuff like that. And he needs to be more vocal because it seemed like when Arthur Smith, there's a difference between being an offensive coordinator and being a head coach.
Exactly.
Head coach, that's what I don't get. Like, you're head coach. You calling all these offensive plays like we're playing like backyard football. This ain't no backyard football. This is a national football league. This is professional sports. When you playing up against these teams, like, I don't know how the teams that we lost to that we should have beaten the Titans. We should have beaten the Vikings. We should have beaten who else did we lose to so bad? We should have beaten the Cardinals. We lost to teams that we should have beat.
It should have been a lot of teams we beat, but that's where coaching comes into play. How do you have a rookie quarterback? And I know a lot of people saying that was his second year, but you got to think about it. He sat behind Marcus Mariota for all those games, and when it was time for him to step up, because Marcus couldn't complete games, Marcus ran away. So here you are, have this rookie quarterback who does not have a actual quarterback coach. Who you literally have. When these kids come out of college, it is rare that you have this diamond in the rough that's going to come in and be this uber superstar. They have to be molded. They have to be trained. They have to slow down the game in their mind. And you can tell the game was not slow to Desmond.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he kept throwing interceptions. Then on top of that, it's like trying to put a square peg in a round hole. Arthur Smith was trying to force Desmond into what he wanted instead of realizing, hey, this is my second going into my third year. I have not been successful. I was not successful under Matt Ryan. I was not successful under Marcus Mariota. Let me do something different. Let me just be the head coach. You just came up out on the barbell. Take his stance.
Where y'all at with it, ladies? Fill me in a little bit. Where y'all? I want to kind of jump in with you.
Desmond, and we're going to go back into the hire.
Yeah, we're going to talk about
Desmond. We're going to go back into the hire. So I feel like there was a lot of missteps that Arthur Smith made, especially you have a rookie not having a independent quarterback coach, because when Matt Ryan was reading him for fifth in his mechanics, I felt horrible for Desmond Ritter, because his time at Cincinnati wasn't no fluke. It's just that you have to have a coach to mold a quarterback. That's what makes Jalen Hurts special. That's what made Tom Brady special. They had that diamond in the rough. They just needed to be polished. Whether Desmond is completely crushed for now, he can be able to make this resurgence or not, we can be able to see. However, with Morris coming in, he needs a veteran, because this city is hungry for a win. You already have pieces here, but you need to fit those pieces. First off, they need to re-sign a lot of those free agents. You need to go get an edge. If you're going to go in the draft, get an edge. Or because really in free agencies, you need a old statesman wide receiver. I know a lot of people have been saying it, but I feel like they need to go get Julio. They need to go get some wide receivers. They need to go find something to go on. Hell, even if you go on X right now, Mohamed Sanu wants to be brought in as a wide receiver coach. Go get Mohamed.
Let me say this real quick.
Excited for Raheem Morris. There is some people he can actually build and make this goddamn city get our first fucking Super Bowl.
And I want to go to what Make It Prime said. I definitely want to highlight that. He said, I understand why they didn't have a quarterback coach for Ritter. What was the reasoning behind that? I want to say Arthur Smith.
Ego.
Yes, Arthur Smith. Arthur Forrest Gump Smith. He's the reason, because he likes to think he's taking in charge. When you're a head coach, where's the offensive coordinator? Where's Dave Ragone? I don't understand that. You calling plays. I'm seeing him on the sideline reading his little tiny playbook, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking at him, and I'm seeing the downs. Okay, we're 3rd and 10. This is when you need to throw the ball. Not throw a screenplay, not throw the ball to the side and not have nobody blocking you. Why would you throw the ball to Bijan Robinson knowing that some of the people like don't know how to block? And even that one play, I think y'all probably remember, I forgot who we played. I think it was the Saints, where they tried to kick a field goal. They missed. We tried to run it back. The dude couldn't even block the guy that was trying to run it back before halftime when we could have easily got a touchdown from that.
You breaking up a little bit, Asia.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
But I mean, I definitely hear what you're saying. I honestly think that Arthur Smith's ego was the full issue of this situation. And hopefully now, with Raheem kind of behind, and it really depends on who they bring in at this point, we got to get better play calling around here.
Yes. Yeah.
We got to.
Sorry guys about the language.
Don't listen to Mike. Don't listen to that man. Now, Mike know damn better. He ain't finna come on here and be ranting and waving, and then we got to be in here and be, holier than thou. No, this is not this is not your regular set of lady birds. I'm sorry. Of course, you're not gonna get the it's okay, everybody. I wanted to be no. We're gonna give it to you hard. And when this team is fucking up, they fucking up. And we're gonna make sure we, of course, I'm gonna try to be cool and calm, but right now ain't the time, Mike. We mad or we happy or whatever else, because all that time y'all knew who y'all was gonna hire. But I honestly thought when Harborough went over to where he went, they was like, oh man, that's it. That's it. Let me go ahead and get the hey big heads in. Come on, Raheem, what you want to do? But we got a super chat, ladies. Okay, our first super chat of Lady Birds. I think Pam is having some issues. She'll get back in a minute. But kudos to the Lady Birds for great topics and discussions. Excited. And that's what we want. We want y'all to head out, because us women, we also mad too. We gonna tell you like it is. We're not gonna keep it cute, because y'all need to hear this. We frustrated. I'm trying to say the word the way I'm supposed to say it, but
we from the South. That's how it works.
We from the South. We frustrated. So, but let's get back into some of these comments. Then we're gonna get into this, this hire, because this is pretty much the topic of the hour. Hey, Mr. Buccaneer right there. He said he told Mike, Raheem Morris. Tony Wright said Julio Jones needs to retire right now. He's done. Oh yeah, he's done. But he over there trying to ride the train so he can get him a little Super Bowl ring. That's all that is. He want to be on the bench so he can just say, I told you so. I got it. Whatever. Morris. Okay. Corey Gear said 5 said Morris was a passing game coordinator to things. So things may work out with Matt Schaub as the quarterback coach. So that's what I'm saying, that Raheem Morris do got a little bit of experience on both sides of the ball. So if we bring in the right coaching team that's going to work with them and everything else, and we I feel like we just need to go ahead and just run it with the quarterback in the draft. Bottom line.
I'm kind of mixed about that, but why Matt Schaub wasn't the quarterback coach from begin with? Jesus, tell me why.
It could have been that.
Tell me why.
I think Arthur Smith got over his head and was like, "Nah, I got this. I got this. We don't need that. Just bring in.
He don't even
let's
know
bring
how to
in. What's her name? Mariota? Let's bring him in and yeah. Mariota. I know he's Mariota, but I guess, and that's why they got Heineke, and it was like, yeah, let's bring some veteran presence in here, and And then he probably just was like, now he's frustrated because I felt like Arthur Smith kind of was listening to the media just a little too much. At first, he was like, I don't care about it. I don't turn it on. I don't do nothing. But then now he started answering to these people was like, my fantasy team is messed up because you didn't have Mr. Dejan on the field.
Dijon
He had a head. He had a
and Kyle
headache
Pitts
and he
ain't
should
getting
have
no
played.
touches. Yeah.
Y'all was in y'all feelings about that. And Arthur Smith took the bait. I have a question here from Madness427. We'll go back to some of these comments, and I'm gonna let the ladies answer this one. I guess Pam having some issues, y'all, but give it up for Miss Pam. We got some other another two ladies that's gonna be joining us eventually. Not tonight though. One of them is under the weather, and I know the other one is a sports mom. She got kids that's playing games and stuff like that. So she got a lot of athletic people. So, but we're going to do this again very soon as more news come out. But ladies, the question is, what does this mean for Dez? Do they keep him or hit the reset button? Let's go
I'm gonna let Whitney answer this first, and then I'll give my feedback.
Okay.
He need
I
to
talk too much.
he need to shit or get off the pot because basically your job is on the line.
There you go.
Either or, you about to be a backup, or you about to go through a redemption story. You better go Shawshank. You better find a way to be getting you a poster, dig in the back of that wall, find you some plays, find you some mechanics, dig all that stuff together. Cause baby, it's about to be a reckoning because it's a new regime. It's about to be a new OC. If you want to be a quarterback in this league, because we've seen people go from one team to another and be a butterfly, or baby, you about to be a caterpillar. He need to figure it out. And I said caterpillar, even though it's caterpillar. Yeah, I'm using my southern withdrawal today. But yeah, I feel like they're going to search for a quarterback. Personally, like I said, I want a veteran. Because it's all about teaching.
Agree.
And I feel like Taylor Heineke should have been on. Why give him all that money just for him to be a backup quarterback? But maybe that's just me. I'm just a woman. I'm not supposed to know nothing about sports, but stuff just makes sense. Why would you pay this man all this money for you to put him behind somebody? And obviously the plays was the issue because both of them was having mechanics and interception issues, just one more than
and
other.
no quarterback coach. And Miss Ma'am, I'm glad that you put your face out there. Everybody introducing Miss Kai as well. She will be a part of this Lady Birds panel. I would drop you the link, honey, if you want to get in and jump on. But I'm pretty sure you're out there with your son and daughter at practice. So we're gonna get together soon and get everybody on at the same time because I already know she's a fireball too. She ready to get it in herself. So I know she would have been here. She could have been here. So thank you, lady. But Miss Asia. Go ahead.
Oh. Well, first, I'm gonna say this. I would say, see, I don't want us to get rid of Desmond Ridder. Only reason why I say this is because we just got to give the man a chance. As much as I hated the underperformance I saw last year from him, I still see some potential in him. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some games where he knows how to throw the ball. Once he gets to that target, when he sees people open, he will throw that ball. There have been plays where he has shocked me. But one thing that he really, really needs, he needs to get built from the trenches. He needs somebody to come to him and be like, yo, you know that you're doing this wrong. You know that whenever we get to the red zone, don't do the same plays every time you go to the red zone and try to run it in. You need to make sure you hold on to that ball. That's something he had an issue with, is holding on to the ball. You throw it to people who are not open. You throw it to somebody in the Panthers game when Drake London was wide open, and you throw it to one of the Panthers players when Drake London was over there at the 5-yard line, and you throw it to somebody who is at the 10-yard line. So what I don't understand is he needs to read the field. He is tall enough to see who is open, who's not open. whether you want to run the ball, whether you want to throw it, whether you want to do a fake, whether you want to do a flea flicker, do stuff like that, because if you do the same plays at the wrong time, the math is not adding up at that point, because I see this every single game. And every single game I'm noticing the same mistakes. And I'm sitting there listening, thinking to myself, like, Ryder, shitter. It's like I see the same thing, and it's making me question who's calling these plays. Is it him, or is it Arthur Smith, or is it people up in the booth? Because I just don't get it. And then Arthur Smith has that little blank look on his face and be like, "I told you, no, you didn't say nothing. You threw these screen plays. You stole behind the line of scrimmage. You see how successful I'm trying to give an example. How Baltimore was. You see that what's his name? God dang, I'm so drunk. What's the man's name? Okay. You see how successful Lamar Jackson is. You see how he runs the ball. You have these running backs. He has these good running backs. Use them. Why do you? What I don't get, you got 3 good running backs. We try to go for a 4th and 1. What do? We throw it, and it's incomplete pass. You have running backs where you can block for them. You see Tyler Algier in the Bears game.
I know. I question that. Like, come on, man. Use him more.
Yes, use these players. Use them. We have so much talent, but we're not using them right. Yeah. I don't understand that. Arthur Smith, you draft these players from the NFL draft, and you're not using them correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Cordell Patterson complaining on Twitter saying, "Why am I not being used all season?"
That's what I'm saying.
These kickoffs, what I don't get is when they catch the ball, they don't run. They just take a knee. I see all these other games, players are running and getting touchdowns and getting at least some field position. We always start at the 25-yard line. And even our special teams suck. We don't know how to block for people. So I would say let him sit on the sideline, bring in a veteran, let him take some notes, so then when the next game comes, because I notice whenever he is on the sideline, he's listening and he's seeing Taylor Heineke out there in the field, then they bring him in and he actually does good, just like the who was it they played that they almost came back? I think it was Arizona or the Titans. I can't remember who it was. When Taylor Heineke got injured and Desmond Ridder came out and he scored for us. But what did our defense do?
Mm-hmm.
What did Philip Clark do? What did Richie Grant do? What did sorry ass what's his name? God damn. Shit. Who's number 24? AJ Terrell do?
Yeah, Terrell.
They don't know how to block. AJ Terrell, you let a man bust wide open. You let DeAndre Hopkins bust wide open past you and you fall. Richie Grant, you let somebody get past you on a deep ball and you couldn't even block. The only person on the defense that I see is doing well is Nate Landman. What's his name? Zach Harrison. Calais Campbell. Jesse Bates. I see all those 4 players stood out to me. I can't see nobody else. It's always those 4. So I just don't understand.
Yeah. And I'm gonna answer this question that Matt has put up earlier. Shout out to him on Sundays mornings. Y'all, he had a sick baby this weekend. I'm pretty sure he's probably eager to get in for next Sunday to talk about this. But as far as Ryder, what's gonna happen with him? I honestly, of course, I don't think they're gonna get rid of Ryder. No. But
he's still in his.
I don't think he's prepared to be QB1 right now.
He's not.
So I feel like they're going to definitely address that either in the free agency, get a veteran presence here that's worth it, not injury prone and ready to go. Or are we going to, also dress somebody later on down? I don't think the Falcons going to go quarterback in top, because they, the Falcons going Falcon. They going Falcons going Falcon. So don't expect. I think they're really going to want to, of course, build on the offensive side of the game, but I think they really are for bringing in that defensive, well, he's both sides of the game, Raheem, but I think they're still trying to build a pedigree of this defense.
Breaking news, ladies. You guys are doing a wonderful job. So appreciate you guys for that. But breaking news from Mike Conti. Mike Conti stated that Rich McKay will no longer be involved in football operations, day-to-day
Oh,
football operations. So that is breaking
Oh,
news.
Wait, are you for
wow.
real?
Are you serious?
Hold
hallelujah.
on.
Yeah, Rich Conti
Hallelujah.
just put it. Mike Conti, excuse me, he just put that out a few minutes ago that Rich McKay will no longer be involved in day-to-day football operations. So I personally believe this is the beginning of Terry Fontenot tenure as that guy for the
Yeah.
Oh.
Atlanta Falcons. So that is breaking news, Falcons
Wait, so
fans.
he got fired?
Nah, he not fired, but they taking away what he should have done. I've never heard in any organization where the
Mhm.
CEO
Yeah.
doesn't have the GM and the head coach
But
speak to each other. I've never heard
It's
that not
a
being in the
look at that.
collaborative
Look at
effort.
the press conference though, y'all. He didn't really have much to say.
yeah.
I'm dead. I knew this shit
See
was gonna
now,
happen.
It
see
just
now things are cooking.
I knew that shit.
Now,
Oh, watch y'all wait and see how many of those comments gonna change. Oh, Raheem Morrison was gonna be a dude boy for Rich McKay. Oh, he's gonna do this for Rich McKay. Rich McKay didn't want to give it up.
Hey, Floyd.
They didn't snatch them privileges.
So
wow.
Arthur Blank's boyfriend, he got taken down.
Sit on
Not
down,
Arthur
Rich
Blank's
McKay.
boyfriend.
Sit it on down.
Wow.
I
I'm
mean,
happy. Now
Thank you, Mike.
that makes me feel a little bit the gut punch don't feel as bad right about now. Thank you. Somebody's listening, Terry.
Yeah.
I need some Hennessy for that, man.
Let me go get me a little shot. I think I need it a little bit
But
too.
Arthur
I need
Blank
some.
had to because he's getting older. And people was basically saying that he needs to give up ownership. Like the fans are tired, and if y'all don't think
Of
Arthur
course,
Blank is
waste some
starting to hear
money.
them cries and them calls, y'all crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So just a little bit more to add to that. I apologize, but a
No,
little bit more
go
to
ahead,
add to
Mike. I
that.
mean,
Go
this is
ahead.
free fall. Like this
But
is impromptu. This ain't the official Lady Birds of AFN show. So
okay,
come on
I don't
in.
want to intrude. I don't want to be rude, but
Nah, you
this is
good.
breaking news. Raheem Morris and general manager will report directly to owner Arthur Blank on all football matters.
Yes, Jesus, that
Whoa!
you got there is
Oh,
I need a shot real
Hey.
quick.
Rich
Go ahead
McKay
and get my shot
remains
in.
God.
he remains
I
CEO
need a
of
drink.
AMB Sports and Entertainment. Greg Beatles remains team president and will continue overseeing day-to-day operations and business. So this is now the Terry Fontenot era. Rich
Mm.
McKay is out as day-to-day
Oh,
football operations. So
Thank
I
God.
think
let me
everybody
go
got
read it and
exactly
see how these people
What
feeling
they
about his
wanted.
hire now.
this is great news, Falcons fans. So Rich
yeah.
McKay is done as the football guy in Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Wow.
I think you
One
know
thing
what?
I
I
do.
honestly think with that news, Arthur Blank was really listening.
He
Oh yeah.
was. He tired. He
He's tired.
tired, boss.
He tired.
I mean, he getting old, so I know he's tired. He making me old, and I'm not even old. I'm only 22, and I'm already getting tired.
Hold on,
I'm
do
going
y'all?
with the
I
same
don't want to
thing.
put this. I don't want to put this out there. Maybe y'all think when the Falcons finally get our Super Bowl win that we've been wanting and needing, that Arthur Blank will be like, "My job here is done," and just go
I
ahead
think
and go
so.
to.
I think he's grooming
Mm-hmm.
his family to kind of get up in here,
Yeah.
and because yeah, think about it. When I think that was the same year that Terry and Arthur came in. He started bringing his family more involved into the operations of things.
Correct.
So I think he's grooming the next person. He's tired, y'all.
Yeah.
And maybe he just wasn't with Belichick because Belichick was coming in and saying, nope, 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 nope. I want all hands on deck if I come over here in this situation. And I also think he turned down that situation because he thought that the Falcons were going to bite. He saw that opportunity. But then again, we
Oh
don't know what the negotiation was, what was going on in the background. We don't know. Who's to
Yeah.
say? But not everybody was knocking at his door at the same time.
Arthur Blank starting to trust Terry more.
Yeah. I just still don't understand why Terry Fontenot wasn't at that other press conference after the
They said he
firing.
was wiping boo-boos of Arthur Smith and their family, kicking him out.
He was cleaning house.
He was cleaning house. He was cleaning house.
That's literally how people gonna be this year. People gonna be standing on business. That's literally how it's gonna be. That's my New Year's resolution for this year.
But this is gonna be big, y'all. This is, do y'all realize? Now let's just look at it from this perspective. I'm gonna let Pam say something real quick though. If this situation work out where now they got to talk to Arthur Blank about things, it's two Black people, head coach, GM.
Yeah.
We already had that culture when it was Jamal Anderson. Just listen, y'all, listen. We had that Chuck Smith, Terrence Mathis. We have a Black head coach, y'all, for the Atlanta Falcons. The culture was already placed. Did y'all see how the advertisement changed? How we brought up the old logo, y'all?
Yes.
Yeah.
How it felt with this defense. The shit had chills. I was like, wait a minute. Is that a fucking defense? So it's like, look, y'all. We just gotta watch what's gonna happen. Whatever happens, I'm with him. I'm die hard. I'm gonna tell you that. But something is happening in this organization, and we just gotta trust the process. Please, just trust the process. It might not be what you wanted, but maybe Terry saw something different. It's like, no, Rich McKay, you gotta sit down. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Arthur, and a lot of people kept saying, was Arthur Smith Terry's man? I'm just saying.
No, I personally don't think so.
Okay. But why you say that?
I feel like for how Terry was with his picks, and if that was his man, why it wasn't more cohesiveness between the head coach and the GM? That's because Rich McKay was the monkey in the middle. So all these times before, Rich McKay had his whole full hand in the process. I know goddamn well we all watched that press conference. If that was Terry Fontenot's man, Terry would have been right there front and center. But the thing is, it wasn't. And that's why you have these decisions coming down that he's getting ready to be moved from football operations, that he is not going to be the one that's reporting or having the two sides report to him, because it's weird and it's disjointed. Now I understand because of the Bobby Petrino, that bullshit error, and a lot of things that happened while decisions were made. But if we come past that, you need to make structural changes. And I just never seen where a GM and a head coach should not work hand in hand.
And that just makes total sense. You got the GM. Rich, what are you doing? I mean, he even said, it's like, yeah, they're going to come to me. Nobody. That ain't happening.
No.
That ain't happening. I'm pretty sure Arthur Blank was like, wait a minute. Hush. Your job ain't sealed yet, sir. Hush up. Miss Pam, go ahead. I think we've been on for an hour. I really do appreciate everybody just really getting into this. This is a little bit of preview of the Ladybirds of AFN. We'll probably wrap it up here soon in a minute. I may open up the last little bit just for a couple of fans that want to jump on and say something, but you got 5 minutes. So let's go ahead, Pam. You want to say some, last minute, then we'll get some of these fans in here. Cause I know this is y'all eager to kind of get your word out there a little bit.
Hello, everybody. Sorry about the technical difficulty I was having. Thanks for straightening that out.
Yeah.
I have to give credit where credit is due. My son-in-law had to kind of bring some logic to what I was thinking about Raheem Morris, but he did say Raheem Morris is a good coach. So based on that, I'm gonna have to go by that, and I'm gonna have to trust the process because actually Terry, I have to say I am really impressed what he did with as far as
Yeah.
drafting and everything.
Yes.
So we need to continue on that course. We can't go but up with that, you know.
And yeah, and I think that was basically what was finna clash again with Belichick. It's like, no, let's let Terry handle this draft.
Yes. And do y'all realize that the last year draft class is one of our best in Falcon history?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
in all rounds. Every rounds from the first to the sixth. Even though the sixth round is a backup offensive line, but he's gonna make a lot of noise next year.
Mm-hmm. We
Bergeron,
building these
because
trenches.
Bergeron
We
was an
got
A1
pass
pickup.
rush.
Yeah.
We got a good, we got some good.
It's a foundation.
We got a foundation finally that we can really, really, really improve on in these drafts. And he did a hell of a job in the free agency.
And y'all definitely
Let's
got to
just give
talk
him
about
that.
them free agent signings.
Yes.
Ooh, baby. Pulling in Jesse Bates.
Oh, that was
JB3.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, he don't need to go nowhere.
Oh my God. Yeah, we have him for 4
Calais
years.
Campbell and the leadership he was able to bring, and Grady was actually able to have a break. David Onyemata, like even when he made the decision to bring Street in, and you almost didn't miss Grady how good Street was on the line, and when he got hurt, you noticed the difference. That is the hell of a decisions that Terry Fontenot fucking made, and it makes me pissed even more thinking of how long we had to deal with that last motherfucker we had.
Sanu.
I don't even want to bring up
But look, let me say this real quick, because some people throwing out some good names. Terrence Mathis, this, that, and the other. Man, do y'all realize how it was interviewed last season that Terrence was like, this is my first time in years that I came to a OTA or training camp with the Falcons. They had a whole 98 celebration going on for that team. And it was a lot of players just like, I'm just happy to be back in the building and feel wanted and feel loved. And I won't be surprised you start seeing these guys kind of like, hey, yeah, I need a wide receiver coach. Hey, you need a quarterback. Because look at even like at Matt Ryan, even though he probably over the comfortable, but he even critiqued the team in a light where he didn't bash them, but he kept it real.
Yeah.
He kept it real.
Yep.
So it's like, bring Chuck's, look, man, if you bring Chuck Smith back home.
They cooking in this chat.
I don't even know who that is.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you are. Yeah. So Chuck Smith is, oh, man. Do your research. Because actually, if you guys watch the first original season of the Atlanta Falcons Nation podcast, we brought on the legends like Terrence Mathis, Chuck Smith, Jamal Anderson. We interviewed them. I'm actually in a very, very close friendship, conversation. I can talk to the likes of Abraham. I can message him today and be like, and actually I saw him while I was at work and he was like, Maggie T. That was our first time really being face to face. He was like, Maggie T, what's going on? I said, man, I've been trying to get you on the show. He was like, but you ain't hit me up. That's true though, because he's been heavily involved with the Falcons just a little bit. So it's like, I'm gonna wait till the off season comes on, y'all. I might hit them up, y'all. This Lady T show right here, this Lady Bird situation is gonna be bigger than y'all, thought. It's about to get real. And Who we got? We got, let's see. Let's get to these comments. Anybody else want last minute
Huh,
thoughts? And then we'll
let
get
me
some of
get a
these fans on for about 15 minutes in the game, and then we'll
Oh,
close it out.
let me get a last minute thought, y'all ladies, before I get in. Let me ruffle my feathers a little bit, because I've been preening myself as I've been so happy that this podcast has been going smoothly. Thank you to Maggie for bringing me on, Miss Pam, Miss Asia. I am excited to where our new venture is going to lead us to actually show
oh
that
yeah.
women can talk sports too. But Mr.
Yes.
Andrew, who is in this chat,
I was about
you
to say something too.
negative Nancy,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Mm.
uh-oh.
I
Uh-oh.
have never seen somebody who gets a news of something, a new beginning, and be so negative and wish for the downfall of your supposed
Oh,
favorite
Mhm.
team. Sir, why are you coming on? And this isn't the first time I've seen you do this. So this is why I'm
Oh, he
even
did it
addressing
before.
you.
oh,
You've
yeah.
Mm.
done this multiple times in multiple chats. Sir, if you are not a Falcons fan, if you ain't been there in 98, if you wasn't there doing the Chris Chandler, if you wasn't
Ooh,
there doing a white shoes air, sir, if
ooh.
you ain't seen it when we
I
went
was
from going
watching
in
with
if we
I
Oh,
was
went in
watching it with
Fulton,
Dion Neon.
Fulton County Stadium, where they were sharing
Absolutely.
with the when they were sharing with the Braves. Baby, I
Yeah.
don't want to hear no comment from you, because baby, you've been negative in everything. We ain't doing no, so I'm gonna be negative right with you so we can make a positive in this
oh,
situation. So if you ain't gonna bring no positivity and see where
Oh.
we can find some light in this situation, please go see your behind in another negative situation. Go take your behind to
mhm.
X. Go take your behind to TikTok. Go somewhere else. Because again, that's the problem with Atlanta, and why a lot of people don't want to come here, because it's
That's
posers
exactly.
like you. It is people who, if Morris was to bring a championship here, and if I ever see you in one of these chats again when we finally get our ring, baby, I'm gonna wear you out.
That's
I
what
got
I'm saying.
one.
I
Yeah,
get
I
it.
got.
I get. I mean, I know some people aren't happy, but you're already down in the team to do worse
Yeah.
already. You ain't even seen what is in store for the offseason. Now, of course, closer to we get our guys free agency, we start training camp. You know, you got a feel of what's going on, and then you start to question. I don't know where this team is going. I get that, but we ain't even put a cleat to the field yet. We ain't even got our coaches up in here to kind of be on side of that. We don't know who's coming through this thing. So, I mean, it is what it is. But what we're gonna do is, um, anybody else want a last minute thought? I'm gonna go ahead and
I
drop
got
this
one more
chat.
thing.
I got
Uh,
one.
I got one thing to say.
okay.
Adding on to what she said. One thing I cannot stand it. I have a pet peeve of with the Atlanta Falcons fans. I'm not talking about all of y'all, but certain fans who sit here and automatically doubt a new coach and say, "Oh, we're gonna go 7-10 again. Oh, we're gonna go 4-13. Oh, here we go. We're not gonna do it." Y'all haven't even given the man a chance. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
go not all of y'all. I mean a specific person, because this is something that makes me mad. And then people wonder why. People wonder why that they people wonder why people say that Atlanta Falcons fans have the fakest fan base, because you got people who sitting here doubting people. You haven't even given the man a chance. He's not Arthur Smith. He's not Mike Smith. Give the man a chance. Yeah, okay, he was a defensive coordinator with us. Okay. He was our interim head coach. But give him a chance. I cannot stand that fake ass shit. I'm sorry, excuse my language. But
No, you okay,
when you
sis?
sit
Keep
here,
smoking.
like, I'm sorry, let me not get mad. But
Oh
when
no,
you
no,
sit here
no, it
saying
deserves
stuff,
it.
like,
Because we
yeah, when
we
you
work
sit
too
here
hard.
saying
We
stuff,
cheer too
yeah,
hard.
Yeah.
like I've been a fan for the very longest. I got a lot of Falcons gear. I got all types of stuff from the Falcons. But I cannot stand fake hating ass motherfucking fans. I can't, because it's annoying. We do need to give him a chance, okay? I'm telling you straight up. And if you really feel like that, why are you in the chat in the first place? If you have an issue with that, why are you in the chat? You talking all this rah-rah, but you haven't even given the man a chance. Give
Mm-hmm.
him a chance, and then you can come back and talk to us, because I don't like that shit.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, what
Like, come
I don't like
on.
either is like you guys being excited about it. No, we're just being supportive of
Order.
what the decision that our organization is going with. So you have no choice but to just ride with it. Whether, because look, all these ladies, we weren't in agreement to this whole situation. I came in here and said, what in the world? I was very surprised at this hire. But with the news that Mike came in with, and it's like, okay, well, Rich McKay is stepping down. So maybe there's a chance here. So we don't know what's in store there. So I know, Pam, you said you had something else to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna let her.
I think we just gotta learn to trust the process.
Yeah.
I have to give props to the scouting team of Atlanta. There's more to this team than the head coach, than the GM and all that. These people go day in and day out, scout players, college players, scout players that's not even in the college level, and bring it to our attention to either draft or to either go to the free agent market. So just basically got to trust the process and what the team is doing. I mean, there's more to come.
There's more to come. It's either going to be a good hire or not. But we right now we don't know.
No, we don't know.
We don't know, and that's the beauty in it. And my biggest thing is the Bills went through losing a Super Bowl back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
The Bills have been suffering. The Browns have been suffering. The Bengals have been suffering. There have been teams that have been suffering, and you never see any of their fans. Yes, they have criticism, but the actual wishing and praying that your team, just because you didn't get your way, is asinine.
Look how long it took the Lions.
You see
what the Lions are.
Yeah.
Look how long it took them. They haven't even been to a Super Bowl. You see what the Lions are. They're about to play in the NFC Championship. We've been to 2 Super Bowls. Okay, we have not won. But you sitting here saying, why haven't we given him a chance, or we should not give him a chance? You see how long it took the Lions. You see how long it took the Browns. You seen how long it took the Bills. Okay, yeah, the Bills, they made me mad in that other game. But you got to give the man a chance. The Lions, the fact that they got a recent new head coach, and this is the first time he has won multiple playoff games, and he's about to play in the NFC Championship. You know how long it took Lions fans to sit here and wait for that. But you sitting here talking about some, we're not gonna do well. We're gonna be 7-10.
Yeah.
Come on now, please stop. Don't do that mess, please, because I'm gonna compare it with the Lions fans. You see how Lions fans were crying because they finally made it. I was crying when we finally made it to the Super Bowl. At least give him time. He's young. Give him freaking time, because you don't know what staff he's going to bring in.
Exactly.
So with you sitting here talking, saying, we're going to go 7-10 again, or he hasn't coached yet. You see how bad he did with the Rams. He's won a ring with the Rams. He's been to the playoffs with the Rams. So I don't know what the fuck you were looking at. I don't know what sport you was paying attention to, because apparently you're really delusional. You're really delusional because you talking all this shit. But you apparently, I don't know what game you've been watching, because he won a game. He won a ring already. Okay, yeah, he didn't do well with us at the end of the season, but he's gotten a ring. He's been to the playoffs. He has experience. So if he can be a good defensive coordinator, then give him a chance as head coach. I get you are expressing your emotions. I understand. I respect your opinion. But when you start bashing on the team and not giving the man a chance, and the season hasn't even started yet, that's what gets me mad, and that's what gets me heated.
Yeah.
We got somebody in the background. So we're gonna bring them on, say your piece and everything else like that. So I mean, of course, it's the delusions, it's this, that, and the other. Then, like, we're gonna go ahead and just move on from that. So let's go ahead. We got oh hell, I can't see his full name, but we're gonna give you about 5 minutes to speak. Then we got Prime in the back. We're gonna let this go until about 1:30. Well, an hour and 30, my bad. And then we're gonna close this on out. But look, y'all, we all passionate. We everybody is in their feelings about it, but nobody is, everybody got their opinion and everything else. But when you start to go into this name calling and all that kind of stuff, that's when it gets ridiculous after this point. Have your opinion, have what you got to say, but come on, at the end of the day, everybody ain't gonna agree. So agree to disagree at this point. So we're gonna
Exactly.
go ahead and go to oh hell no. I don't know. Okay. We go, come on in here, oh hell no. Go ahead, because I'm already knowing where you're going with it. Go ahead, Mr. Hell now. Come on. Can you hear us? Are you there?
Not the ladies got you nervous. Oh,
My God.
It
Oh,
might be the audio. He said, dude just did it for attention. Everybody got their strong opinion. It's okay. Mr. Hell no, I guess you're not ready. So he's jumping on with another one. Okay, I'm gonna take this one off the screen. We're gonna try it one more time, Mr. Hell now. If not, we're gonna get on to the next one. So let's go. Oh hell now. You there? You with us?
Yes, ma'am.
welcome.
Okay. Go ahead.
First, I want to say congratulations to you four young ladies up here on this panel. Yeah,
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
doing
Thank you.
y'all
Thank
thing,
you.
man. And I respect
You,
y'all,
I
man. Y'all opinion. Man.
was you from New Orleans?
No, I'm
yeah,
from
he has a
Atlanta.
New
I'm
Orleans.
from the West Side. I went to
Ah,
Westlake High.
okay.
Oh, we got a Zone 4 representative?
No, I'm from DC. Look,
Go ahead,
nah,
Mr.
I
Hell
went to
no, then. So that makes a lot of sense then. Go ahead.
I went to Anderson Park, Turner, all that.
Okay.
But yeah, I just want to jump on here and congratulate y'all ladies, though.
Thank
Preach.
you.
You.
Now,
Man,
now,
no
now,
doubt.
how do you feel about, let us just give us how you feel about this Raheem Morris signing and then Mr. McKay getting shut down. How you feel?
Honestly, I feel like McKay should have been fired years ago.
Mhm.
He should have left with Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all? Yeah.
Uh,
That's what I like.
honestly, I'm not feeling the GM, but that's a whole nother topic. We picking in the top 10, 4 years out of the last 5, and he's been here. If it was Thomas, we'd have been calling for his job. So I ain't really feeling him. But I'm more of an optimist, though. I'll see who he add
Mm-hmm.
to his staff. I see. Honestly, I want to see a real quarterback back there teaching Ryder how to be a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
let's say a Matt Ryan, who was an Iron Man for 14 years. He missed for like what 4 games out of 14 years.
Wow.
So I would
Huge.
like to see him come in as our quarterback coach.
Hmm.
Maybe what's his name? 84. My boy Ryder White.
Oh
Bring
yeah.
him in as receiver coach. Like go and start tapping some of these legends, man. Like that put on this
Right.
red and black, man. Like
Yep.
start tapping them, man. Bring them in the fold, man.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur
I
Blank was here
agree.
for some of y'all, man. Come rock out, help me, man. Help us put us some band-aids on this team. Like you know what I'm saying? While all the same time giving our young guys some experience, some folks who done already did it. I don't want to see no coach come out of college, especially if you never played.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can really, we can talk that from the couch.
Yep.
But when it comes out here to actually coaching a team, actually putting on those pads and out there playing, it's a whole different ball game in the NFL. Even some of these college guys that come over here thinking they was top notch over there, and they come
Yeah,
over here and become bust. It's a
look,
whole
that's
different ball game out here.
look, and I be trying to tell folks who never played, cause see, I played. I played for Anderson Paul. I played for Turner. I played for Westlake. I played with Payton. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah.
I'm showing age
Oh.
there,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm kind of old. Shit, I take Finneran as wide receiver coach.
Me too. I made him as
Yeah.
I will.
That tall wide boy was a beast.
Mhm.
Now he
That
might
he
drop
was.
something, just he ain't gonna drop nothing in the crucial time. Him and Algie Crumpler was Vic go-tos.
Mm-hmm.
Like people be forgetting, like bring in here. I take DJ Shockley, get him off the booth, put him in the staff.
Yeah, it's really a lot of
It's a
former
lot of
players
players.
that's it around this league got jobs and everything. It's really just time to
Yeah.
bring that experience back and just start putting them around the locker rooms, putting them out there to we just really need some people that know who the Falcons are, been a part of it. They just really like to hear, like, man, Terrence Mathis just want a voice, y'all. Chuck
Look,
Smith did what he needed to do in that pass rush, and, and training these guys, and now he's a coach. So it is
man,
time to start seeing that come around.
Right.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Like, just whatever you do not bring that freaking bum Justin Fields nowhere. Georgia, Flowery Branch, the damn Benz. I'm gonna take
He
it.
is funny. But I do agree though.
Yeah.
I agree too.
Don't bring him no man. He from the A, ain't he? Man, you can't even
Yes,
come
he
home for
is.
Thanksgiving. You gotta have Thanksgiving in Tennessee or something. Don't bring your janky ass nowhere near Georgia.
Is that Jesse Tuggle as linebacker? Oh yeah, see y'all bringing out
Bring
some
experience, man.
names, man.
But,
Oh yeah.
but if y'all go on X right now, Mohamed Sanu actually wants to come back for wide receiver coach.
Okay, so he putting his stuff. I'm saying it. You finna see a trend of this, y'all. It's finna be a trend.
You know who
So, oh hell no. We're gonna let you go ahead and get a couple of minutes in, and then of course we're gonna bring on Prime. I think Prime was here first, and Leo, or was it Leo or Prime? I can't remember. We'll go ahead. Oh hell no! Just go ahead and close it out, and then we're gonna bring on the next guest, and then we're gonna close this out for everybody. So after those two, Leo and Prime, we're gonna close it out.
First I just want to say again, man, I appreciate what y'all do over here at AFN, man. Y'all keep me locked in, tuned in. I'm way up here in Pittsburgh, but I still got that Atlanta everything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
On my head.
That's always deep in your DNA. You can't do nothing about that.
You did. Like, I'm still rapping Mr. Fulton County. I'm way out in the
I'm Fulton County all the way. I am a great baby. I'm telling y'all, I went to Harper Archer High School before I moved on over to the South Side and graduated at Westlake. It was Usher Middle School before it became a high school or whatever it became. Yep. And before that, I was at LP Miles. And I went to GA Town Elementary, so I'm a West Side baby, born and all of that. So I live on the South Side, but I'm really from the West Side, so I understand.
Let me throw my school on in there. The illustrious Benjamin Elijah Mays.
See, you know what? And funny thing is, girl, I would have went to Benjamin E. Mays because when Harper Archer shut down. That was supposed to be the school I supposed to have been going to, or my mom was like, "Well, you can go to Thero High School because that's where my people graduated from." So I was like, "Mama, I don't want to go to the South Side, Westlake. What?" No, my mom was like, "Okay, go on to Westlake 1 year, we'll see." And I ended up staying on in, but I was heated. I'm like, "Look, APS raised me and taught me. I ain't going nowhere," but I ended up going to the South Side instead. So
I'm from the Gwinnett County area, so I went to Berkeley High School, class of 2019.
Okay.
So I'm from the Lawrenceville area, so I'm from the northeast side.
Okay, go ahead, girl. So we're gonna go ahead and get the next one in. Thank you. Oh hell no! Come on back. Come on back.
Oh hell no!
I'm always here. I see y'all, ladies.
Okay, then. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. So we're finna bring in. Let's get Prime in here, and then we'll get Leo. Prime was next. I remember that. So Prime, are you ready? Bring on in. Come on in. Come on in. Spill your piece. Go ahead. Let us know. Let us have it.
Go ahead.
How y'all doing?
We good. How you?
That's the highly favorite.
Lord, he is cute.
Good.
Well, this is a ladies show, fellas. This ain't, no more hard legs right now. So y'all gonna hear some interesting comments and stuff. So go ahead, Mr. Prime. How you doing?
I'm good. This is my first time actually being on this or even seeing y'all's podcast. My mother-in-law
Oh.
is Pam, and so she told me
Oh,
earlier.
she told you to
Oh.
watch it.
Yeah, so
Oh,
she
First
said she
time
would
watching.
be.
Welcome.
Yeah, and I want to tell y'all, first of all, this is dope. It really is. And I am a one. I talk to her about the Falcons relatively often. I'm a Bucks fan, but I actually like Raheem
Oh.
Morris. And
Okay.
I think
Okay.
y'all got a good coach. I'm being serious. I know what happened when he was coaching in Tampa, but one of the things that people who weren't Bucks fans at the time may not realize, like he went from being a DB coach to being promoted to DC, and it was like 3 days later he was promoted to head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
so he never should have had that job. He wasn't prepared for it.
Mm-hmm.
And as I watched him going through, even when he coached with you guys, then when he went over to LA,
Mm-hmm.
watching him as DC out there, that defense, yes, he has some dogs on that defense, right? But y'all actually have some really good players on defense too. And watching the schemes, like I watched breakdown videos of the schemes that he ran out there. What he could do with y'all's defense would be silly. But then the other part of it is he's coached on offense. I
Mm-hmm.
think that in the
Mm.
last 10
Yeah, he has. He
years,
got both sides of the ball, experience. So
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got to add in the fact that he spent two or three seasons under Sean McVay. Sean McVay is one of, like him or
Yeah.
not, whatever. He's one of the brightest minds in football. And so he spent 2 years learning on the offensive side of the ball under McVay, also learning on the defensive side of the ball. So look, nobody knows the future. We don't know how things going to turn out. We
exactly.
never do.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, like what she'll tell you, when I was talking to my mother-in-law the other day, this is before the news came out. This was a few days ago. I said, look, I actually think Raheem Morris will be a good hire for y'all. Even when the Belichick thing was out
He
there.
did say that.
Even when the Belichick thing was out there, I was like, nah, I'm telling you, I know what his record is, I know that, but I'm telling you, wherever he goes and coaches next, I think he's gonna do a damn good job. So I think y'all got a good coach. I understand fans being upset, I get it,
I get
but
it. I mean, I get it.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, but
and
y'all
I
got a damn good
appreciate
coach
you, even though
for
you
real.
one of the enemies. I appreciate you giving me
Oh,
I
information.
mean,
yeah.
and, I feel like have your say, have what you feel, but um people are just passionate. I could say that. So me
Right.
personally, I really don't take it seriously. Everybody gonna cry. You didn't get what you wanted. So you gonna, you
Right.
feel how you feel. Some people is real strong. Well, everybody wants you to feel how they feel, but it ain't gonna happen in this. No, and even if we had Belichick up in here, nobody was still going to be satisfied with it. It was a lot
Yeah,
of people,
people
oh,
gonna be
hell
mad.
no, we don't need him. He's too old. What has he done lately? So you
Mm-hmm.
can't please
Everybody.
everybody.
Right.
Nah, there was no coaching hire. There was no choice that was gonna make everybody
Mm-hmm.
happy. People are gonna
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
find a way. They're gonna find a way to bitch one way or another
Mhm.
about whoever y'all hire.
Oh, pretty much. Oh,
Mhm.
pretty
That,
much.
that's
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
nature of fandom. I have a question. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I don't know how your podcast runs and everything. So Ernest, question. Um, do you guys do this through the season?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. We
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
this is we haven't slowed down since the season, honestly. Typically AFN kind of takes up, but we've added to our team for the last 2 years. This is our second year with our guys. So typically we normally take an off season, but we just don't gain a lot of fans, and we was like, you know what? The media is not talking about the Falcons. Like the only time we was in the media because of Bill Belichick lately. The buzz was around us. So
Yep.
we're that station, that channel that is, we're gonna be here all season. So if you want to come on during this during off season, if you want to come on during the time that we play you guys, we always invite people. Well, Heavy Hitter's been doing that, but I'm thinking we're gonna start inviting guests on that wants to get on here, and of other teams. It's all love over here at the end of the day. Everybody love who they
Okay.
love. Just be respectful. That's all I ask.
Always, always. Yeah, I love to come back when y'all go to play the Bucks. Always.
Oh, yeah, because I'm ready, I'm ready to get in on that conversation. Like,
Oh,
Oh yeah.
listen, I'm here
what's
for
gonna
all
happen
the
since y'all
smoke.
made
All
that
the
exit
smoke.
out the playoffs? How you feel? Let me ask you that question. So you got
Yeah, I
questions
about
for
to say y'all
us.
right on the couch with
How
us.
how,
Listen,
how do
hey,
you
hey,
feel
hey,
being back
listen.
on the couch, man?
Listen, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, you know what I mean? The cat, we used to the couch, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
we lost actually my brother-in-law got our OC. He went to the Panthers today.
Oh,
Um,
see his musical chairs of coaches and stuff. Like,
Oh
It
what
really
yeah.
is.
People
the
thinking he's
South is
walking.
doing now?
it really is. Like, so he went there. So I'm kind of curious. I'm looking to see at this point. I saw a report somewhere that the Bucks and the Falcons, I forget the name. There's a like two different OC people that they're saying Bucks and Falcons they might be fighting over trying to hire at
Uh-oh.
this point. So I
Oh.
think between the Bucks, Falcons, and Panthers, because everybody needs an OC now, I think we're
Mm-hmm.
going to see a race to get certain names. So the next like 3 weeks should be really interesting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
I laughed at this division this year. I ain't gonna lie. I
I
Uh-oh.
said,
did
who
too.
wants it
That game
more? Because none of us is.
It was
Yeah,
bad. It was so
it was
bad.
bad.
It was
Let's keep it
bad.
real
yeah.
here, y'all.
Listen, thank you.
I couldn't even fight with nobody. I was like, we suck.
Me neither.
Y'all suck.
Yeah, I was laughing at the
Who's gonna be the
finish
last of
too.
the Mohegans? That's what it felt like. Like
Listen, listen.
who wants it more?
We couldn't talk trash
Right.
to anybody outside of the division. The only trash I could talk to was in division.
Yes,
Outside the division, I had to keep my mouth shut.
that's why I love a realistic fan, and that's what I'm talking about. Because we sucked. We definitely
Listen,
sucked.
Yeah, we
So
did. We sucked.
you can both admit when your team is great and when it's bad and still be a fan. You know
yeah.
what I mean? I have no problem if my team is not good. I'm like, yo, they're not good right now. They got some stuff to fix. They got to clean this
Mm-hmm.
up. Got to clean that up. I'm not, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
unrealistic, but I'm not gonna like beat them up. But be fair.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get Mr. Leo up in here, and then we're gonna go ahead and close it out. Thank you, Prime. But you got
Appreciate
an
you, man.
awesome name, and guess who else got a name like Prime? That was a part of Atlanta. Yeah, yeah. Just throwing that in
Prime
there,
time.
Mr.
Prime
Prime
time.
time.
Prime time.
Hey, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all, ladies.
Come on back though. Miss Pam, let him know that he is welcome. Send him a link at any time. You can join at any time. We appreciate you.
And my son made a couple of comments in
Thank
there
y'all.
thread also.
Which one is the son?
I think it was the Cleo. What he was under
The Creole
Cleo
son. He's in the
son.
chat.
He was in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pam, showing out for family. Okay, look. Cheer her on. What we finna make this a thing for real, for real. I know that it's a little different when you got a lady panel up here. So of course the conversation is gonna be slightly different, but
Yeah.
at the same time, please respect this panel. Now I'm gonna tell you about this one thing. I don't play about my ladies. Okay, so I know y'all passionate. You feel how you feel, and you also might not feel like we know what we're talking about, but allow us to speak what we feel and how we view the team, and give us our time as well. So
Yeah.
on that note, of course, Prime, if you want to kind of hang for a minute, I'm gonna let Leo get in here, and then we'll close it on out because this conversation is kind of getting good.
Okay.
Leo, if you at work, we ain't finna put you on, man. I hear all your background.
Yes, I'm
Make
at
it.
work.
I can hear you, sir. I can hear all your background.
Fine. Just yell at me for no reason.
We
I'm
look.
dead.
We go ahead and say your piece real quick. Then we're gonna get off of here.
Well, I didn't like the hire at first, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So just got to deal with it. But if Rich McKay is gone, because I had this idea of a coach, do you see a storyline with Belichick? But now, do y'all see a storyline with Terry?
Mm-hmm.
He is from New Orleans, and guess what the Super Bowl is going to be?
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
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 I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
but one game at a time, one practice at
Yeah.
a time, one
Exactly.
free agency at a time. So, you know, you can be optimistic, you can hate it, you can live it. But at the end of the day, what can you do about it? You can sell your ticket.
Depending
That's
on
about
depending on where
you can trash your
where you at, I
jersey.
can buy it. Depending on where you at.
So I mean, you can do that, but he at work. Yeah, he at work. So
One thing
we're
about
gonna
him, he heals
go ahead.
all.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this on up. What's up, Jay Round in the house? Been hearing nothing but great things about him, former players, and that's what I'm saying. The players is
Yeah.
actually kind of happy about this a little bit.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
Sanu talking about coming out of retirement. Hey, what can I do? I guarantee you, it's gonna start a nice little buzz, at least from our former players that
Ooh,
wants to come in here, and they already kind of on the sidelines and walking around, waving, getting autographs, feeling good. So I feel like it's gonna be the build of a different culture. Now we got Terry, we got Rich McKay sitting down somewhere crying, booing,
stomping,
hooing.
whatever he doing. But
But I mean, of course, we're not saying Super Bowl. We're not saying anything, but
Mm.
let's just watch what happens
Let the
next.
process just
let the
It's a
process go.
yeah.
process.
But
Let
I
it
do got
yeah.
a cut slight little bit of an update. We have just got some actual reaction from a few players. Jesse
Okay.
Bates the third is excited.
Okay.
He's excited
Oh.
about it. He's just reposted it on his Instagram.
Hmm.
No, I ain't got
I'm about to
Instagram.
say, of course, if you've seen Grady Jarrett has posted it on his Instagram. Who else of players that has posted it? Let me pull it back up because I had went away from it. I was too busy laughing. Uh, who else? Who else? Who else? Kyle Pitts, of course, he loves to hire. He did the little grit, little teeth, little emoticon. And Mr. Keith Smith, our fullback, he actually is excited. He said he is him. He is excited. So our current, and I'm pretty sure as tomorrow comes, we'll
It's
start
gonna be a lot
hearing
more
from.
reaction.
It's going to be a lot
Hmm.
more
Mhm.
reaction from
Yeah.
Yeah.
players. I'm
Oh,
definitely looking forward to it, and I'm pretty sure our AFN family is going to be definitely doing a lot of podcasts. We probably
Yeah.
going to be up, down, left, right, side to side about what's about to go down for the next few months.
slide to the left, slide to
Mm.
the right. Take it back now.
Take it back.
Yeah.
I'm excited for what it's gonna go. I'm
I'm excited
excited.
what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Regardless of
same.
who's at quarterback, regardless of who is at head coach, I'm just ready to see the slow build to something better. You know, Arthur Blank wants to win now. Now, this hire may not look like a win now situation, but he is trying to put the motion into where, and I feel like he feels defense is where it's going to take us because defense wins championships. I'm just saying. All right, guys, ladies and gents. Let's go ahead and call it a night. But for real, we're gonna do our due diligence, check everything that's going on. We'll be back for our official show. This is just kind of a impromptu, last minute type of deal. So this was off the script. So we really do appreciate you guys for coming in today. Uh, Emergency coaches meeting. Yeah, big country low is about to be on emergency coaches meeting. Okay. So other than that, y'all, open the chat tomorrow. So Coach Unchained said he will be opening the chat tomorrow. So y'all look out for that tomorrow evening. Until the next time, people, I'm gonna go ahead and say my byes. Y'all go ahead and let everybody know how to follow you. I already know who I am. Ms Maggie T. I'm everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can email me at Productions at Gmail or Maggie T at AtlantaFalconsNation.com, whichever way you find me. Please donate to the Cash App, Atlanta Falcons Nation. $sign in the beginning. Donate, because we are going to have our annual Red and Black event sometime in July. We're trying to get with Coach Unchained to figure out what date that's going to be. But
Oh,
y'all
that's my
go ahead and
birthday
get ready
month.
because you missed out on that. Hmm?
That's my birthday month.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. And ladies, I need you guys in the building. I'm telling you. I'm
I was
letting you know
just
now.
last year.
Uh,
You will
yeah,
be
my,
Tammy, you want to go next?
uh, I'm gonna say I'm Asia. You can follow me on TikTok. Lovely.Asia, something else. I don't know. I have to check my TikTok. But I have Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I have Twitter, but I barely be on it. But you can always text me on there. I don't have Cash App. I don't trust Cash App. But I'm gonna be on here a lot more. I'm just gonna make sure I can balance around my schedule of school and all of that. But I'm gonna make sure I join these podcasts because I really enjoy it. And plus, I'll be bored, so I need something to do, and it's something that can be a filler with my major.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. And she's gonna be something. She's over there studying it right now, and I'm excited for her. Cash App shut it down. You know, we're gonna have a GoFundMe, and shoot, if y'all want to do Zelle, shoot, I don't know if I'm gonna get my number. I'll put my email on there, but I don't know if I want y'all calling me and stuff. But what you got, Pam? Let's close this out, and then Miss Wit, and then the other two guests on the show. If y'all want to throw in how to find you and what's up for you, then we're gonna go ahead and say good night.
Thank you for having me on. This is actually the first all women podcast I ever been on. I've been chiming in on the AFN platform and commented and all that. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I got the information. It's under Pamela Johnson, but that's all. And I want to thank my son-in-law Prime for talking me and encouragement, and just trying to talk me off the ledge about Raheem Morris.
Hey,
It's gonna take time. I'm gonna have to listen and watch and observe. That's it.
hey, that's all we can do.
Yep.
Pay attention. We got a Mr. Super Chat, ladies. Kudos to the Ladybirds for great topics and discussions, and she is excited. Thank you, lady. Thank you. Bring the women. Bring more women to the chat. This, like Pam said, this is the first time she ever been on an all-female panel. I don't know. I don't think this ever been done. Who's to say? Maybe in WNBA basketball, maybe. But but as far as football, I don't know this ever happened. So I'm excited. And of course, Miss Wit, go ahead and close it on out.
Thank you. My name is Whitney J, but again, you can follow me on Facebook. It is Whitney Jenkins. I'm also a part of the Atlanta Falcons Nation Facebook group. So if you're not a part of it, make sure y'all go ahead and join us. Diehard fans have these discussions all the time. Why you can tweet your fingers online. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at alluring_enigma. You can follow me on IG at alluringenigma08. I may be a pink and green hearted girl. I am a member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, but my heart is always red and black. So make sure y'all follow me. I hope you guys all have a blessed evening. I am excited for this Morris Regine era. Again, I'm excited for a female cast and show that we talk football, we talk sports. Make sure y'all follow all of our AFN family. Make sure y'all follow a lot of podcasters who do sports, because while they feel like black folks don't talk sports, we only have certain talking heads. We know the information just like anybody else. We love our teams. Our teams don't get that national spotlight, so we're gonna be the ones to spotlight them until they show what we all know.
Exactly.
Okay. I got growing pains over here. Y'all think I earned my badge?
I
earned my stripes.
Yeah, I earn mine when I'm pregnant, and I watched that Super Bowl and cried for 3 hours.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah,
I got PTSD about that too. I'm sorry.
Actually, I got PTSD about both.
I see my ATL therapist, for my troubles because of that. That just hurt my feelings 2 times now. 2 times. Because even the 98 team was, they had the Broncos dancing on the field doing the Dirty Bird. I don't know if y'all remember that. I remember that as clear as day. It was the pre-show of the Super Bowl. You got the Broncos doing. I'm like, what are they doing? The chicken? I'm mad. And we out there and stunk it up. But look, I'm sorry. This is a whole nother conversation. I'm gonna leave it alone. Good night.
Yeah, we're gonna let it go. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. You hated that too.
Make sure
All
you
right, yeah, we got
follow
to get
us.
out of here.
Get ready to see the rest of our lady
Yeah.
cast because we're just four.
That's
We're four.
right.
Oh yeah.
Good night.